Attention aspirant. I am Brother Equalisius of the Scuba Marines. Today, by the Emperor's Wheel, I shall guide you through the basics of scuba diving, and if you survive this, perhaps you're worthy to serve the Emperor underwater. Scuba diving is a very exciting and affordable activity. It allows you to experience the beauty and majesty of the underwater world. Scuba diving also attracts excellent people who are well-adjusted, responsible, and intelligent individuals, and totally not messed up in the head. Let's begin.
Say hello to my little friend!
Scuba diving gear is divided into two categories, software and hardware. The hardware includes regulator, buoyancy control device, and air tanks. The software includes mask, snorkel, fins, gloves, boots, and wetsuit. You need the mask to see clearly because your eyes are not equipped to see underwater. This is because you are weak. You need the fins to propel you underwater or you won't move with ease. This is because you are weak, and you need the wetsuit to keep you warm, otherwise you might get hypothermia. This is because you are weak. There are also dry suits which do not allow any water in, and those are for weak people who are also cowards. The regulator. This is what keeps you breathing underwater. Air comes through the tank, into the hose, and then sucked into your mouth to keep you alive. You need this because you are weak. The BCD, the buoyancy control device. This is essentially a bladder that fills with air from your tank. On the surface it can be used as a life jacket. Under the surface you can pump it with air, and that will increase your volume, which in turn will make you float better. You need this because... Yep. Air tanks. Guess what you need the air tanks for? Lastly, we will talk about the dive computer. The dive computer tells you the depth you are and how long you can stay there without getting the bends. Old divers, also known as real divers, used diving tables to calculate the time they could spend at a certain depth and do complex math in their head to find out when and how to ascend. Today's posers must use a dive computer that does all that work for them. Speaking of the bends.
Andrea, you know how bubbles are amazing?
Go get a sealed soda bottle. Now shake that thing like a maniac. If you open it, it will explode with a million violet bubbles and spill all over, like the innards of your fallen enemies.
Nice.
Take a look at the frothing mess. That is what your blood looks like if you get the bends. When you are deep underwater, you are under pressure. Pressure here is another word for the weight of the water around you. The air around you right now is weight, but the weak human body has evolved to withstand it. It has not evolved to withstand double that pressure. The air you breathe is 70% nitrogen. And the air you breathe from a scuba tank is also 70% nitrogen, which you do not need to survive. On the surface, your body has learned to expel the excess nitrogen. Deeper down, it's a different story. Your body cannot expel fast enough the excess nitrogen, which starts to accumulate in your bloodstream. If you surface too quickly, the change in pressure will make the excess nitrogen form bubbles in your blood, and you will look like that soda bottle. This is the bends, or DCI in a nutshell. One thing instructors and dive shops tend not to emphasize is that there is always the risk of bends, even if you have taken all safety precautions. Did your dive instructor open their sales pitch with, "Hey, just so you know, there's always a tiny chance that your blood may foam like a witch's cauldron no matter how safe you dive"? Probably not. To avoid the bends, there are safety measures you learn in your open water certificate. Speaking of dive shops.
John, it is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have
Hey, psst, aspirant. Psst. Come here. Do you want to go on a free dive? A 100% free dive? Well, you are in luck because our dive shop organizes free dives every weekend. Isn't that amazing? Yep, you can sign up here. What's that tick box, you ask? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The gear hire is not included in the offer, nor are the tanks, nor is transportation from the shop to the dive site, nor is insurance, nor anything else. So what's free, you ask? The water is free. You don't have to pay to get into the water. It's a 100% free dive. Wait, what's that? You are looking for a new snorkel? Aspiring, you're in luck. 'Cause new models just dropped. Take a look at the AIR Tube 9000 X5 Advanced Extra Plus Pro. It has improved modality for extra breathing capabilities, 2 guards for not allowing water to get in, and a new technology that allows better mouth grip. This is now on sale for only $167. Why is the price so steep, you ask? I don't know. I am just a 20-year-old seasonal instructor who gets paid $20 an hour. Speaking of steep prices,
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay.
do you like money? Do you like having lots and lots of money? Then scuba diving is not for you. First, you throw down hundreds of thrones for certification, because apparently learning to not die underwater is expensive. Then, dear, want a mask that doesn't fog? That'll cost more than a plasma rifle. And tanks? Might as well start melting down your Terminator armor, because that's the kind of wealth we're talking. But here's the real kicker. Every dive, more fees, boat, paid, air, paid, gadgets, paid. Soon you're diving into the abyss of your bank account. So, welcome to the underwater world, where the only thing disappearing faster than your air supply is your wallet. Now listen, Scuba Marine. It's the Scuba Emperor's command that you like and subscribe. And if you like this crappy editing, comment below and I'll make more. Relieved.